actually running retry?
Pardon?
Are you good to stream?
Yeah, I can chuck on the stream.
What they said to stream is just stream them on listening because Josh is doing stuff. So he said he just wants the first couple of games just stream without commentary, but just keep it on them and keep them on listening the whole time. And what was it? Damo, what were you asking me?
Capture the flag. Game over. Game over. Capture the flag. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag captured. Gained the lead. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag recovered. Flag captured. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Taken. Flag reset. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag captured. Gained the lead. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag taken. Flag recovered. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag recovered. Flag dropped. Flag captured. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Revenge. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag reset. Flag dropped. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag taken. Flag captured. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag stolen. Flag dropped. Flag recovered. Flag captured. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag captured. Game over. Slayer. Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Lost the lead. Tie the leader.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, in Maniac here. We are here at day 2 of ACL Melbourne 2012. We are watching the Halo Reach double elimination here, and it's going to be a great competition. We are going straight into a double elimination. We were talking earlier about the format change at this event. No longer do we have pool play, or for this event anyway, thanks to the Halo 3 competition that we held yesterday. So we're holding 2 straight double eliminations, and I think it's a lot more exciting, no mucking around in that pool play. So let's get into this game. We're seeing Symmetry, which is made up of Bramble, Jim, Raph, and Wilgazim, go up against the Throw Together team. This team was formed about 5 minutes ago, and their team name, get this guys, I Just Had a Bath. I Just Had a Bath. Actually, no, that's not even their full team name. It is I Just Had a Bath and Now I'm Hot. Now, if I don't win some kind of award for that team name, I'm going to go off. I Just Had a Bath and Now I'm Hot. Now, if anyone wants to know the origin of that team name, I think I'm going to have to interview someone later on. The origin of that name is, it was a tweet by one of their teammates, Nuguns, the infamous Nuguns. One of his tweets last night was, I just had a bath and now I'm hot, sad face. And they decided to name their Throw Together team after that tweet. Anyway, enough about the team name. Symmetry versus I Just Had a Bath. It is 1-0 in this series so far. It is a best of 5. Usually we run best of 3 in round 1 of our double elimination bracket, but as I said, no pool play means we can extend that a bit, and there are only 6 reach teams at this event. So best of 5s all round. Game 2, we're on TS Sanctuary, and at the moment we are on board with Heners from I Just Had a Bath, the infamous Heners, Perth swagger at its finest. We're on board with him as he's chilling here up on Carbine. His team is all spread out through Ring and also on Snipe Street. Score is 13-12 at the moment, so these guys are doing all right considering they're just a Throw Together team. Off the spawn, must have a little bit of lag on land because he wasn't moving initially, but that Perth swag might take a little bit to kick in. He's got a teammate there, going to be trying to push across Snipe Bridge. He's got someone in Ring 2 now. I'm going to take this opportunity, though, to introduce my co-caster for this game and hopefully for a couple of series today. I did tweet about this, so hopefully you guys saw it. I'm going to have Voltage of Team Immunity. Voltage, how are you, my friend?
G'day, mate. I'm feeling good. Ready to watch some Halo gameplay.
That's the way, mate. We're very excited. Now, it's been a while since we've seen you at one of our events, and to be honest, I've missed you. There's been a hole in my heart where you should be filling. Where have you been?
That's sweet coming from you. We've just been having a bit of a break as a team. We're just waiting for the release of Halo 4.
Right, okay. So obviously, you know, there was a bit of a downfall, I suppose you would say, in the Halo Reach community. We see at this event only 6 teams, and, you know, it's been slowly falling ever since, I suppose, late last year. We can all, I mean, it's been discussed way too much about why there's been a downfall. Like, they just talk about the gameplay in general. But is there a specific reason why you guys stopped playing your team?
We pretty much just stopped playing because everyone stopped playing. The tournaments fell off, even overseas in MLG. They stopped doing tournaments for it because there's just not enough players, and you need players to run good competitions, and it's just a bit hard to do when people don't actually enjoy the game itself.
Yep, completely understandable and fair enough. So we're obviously all anticipating the release of Halo 4 in a couple of months' time. So hopefully that boosts the Halo community. You know, it's looking pretty promising at the moment. And ACL will, of course, be supporting Halo 4, so hopefully we'll be seeing a resurgence from Team Immunity. It would be great to see you guys back on the circuit.
Yeah, you'll definitely be seeing us back for Halo 4, and hopefully a lot of the old players from Halo 3 and even hopefully Halo 2 come back, and we can have a really good community.
Fantastic. Now, I have a bit of a random question for you. Have you ever heard of a team name as good as I Just Had a Bath?
That's right up there with the top.
Surely it's up there with the likes of Straight Rippin' and stuff,
Definitely
right?
up there.
And by the way, that's not even their full team name. Their full team name is I Just Had a Bath and Now I'm Hot.
That's appropriate.
Yeah,
Very appropriate.
you know Nuguns personally, so you'd probably assume that was a Nuguns.
Definitely could have guessed that.
That was a Nuguns name. All right, so look, I want to put all the jokes aside, and we had our nice little chat, but we better get back into this game. We are, of course, playing Team Slayer on Sanctuary, on board with Heners, the swaggiest kid from Perth. He's come over here for this event, and he was actually staffing with us. And FYI, Voltage, as you've just joined me, this team was formed about 5 minutes before this series commenced. So we do have Heners, Overruled, his mate from Perth, Nuguns, the one and only, and we have Killself, of all people.
I'm calling it now. I think they could win this tournament.
Is that going to be one on the back of Killself,
Yes,
maybe?
I believe Killself can do it.
Killself, we have faith in you. Nuguns is obviously a pretty good player in his own right, though, and don't rule out the Perth kids. There is a bit of Perth lag happening right now, as Heners took a little bit to move forward. Not quite used to this LAN atmosphere. He's used to not moving. He does get sniped, and we're going to be checking out these guys from Symmetry. So we're going to go and check out Wilgazim. Let's switch over to him and see what his team Symmetry are up to. They are in front 40-30. There was only 2 points to gap, but 10 now. Now, obviously, these teams might not be what would be considered, I suppose, the higher echelon of competitive Halo. But look, let's talk a little bit about strategy. I think you more than anyone would be able to discuss this, Voltage. Slayer on Sanctuary, where does each team want to really control?
Right now, they need to just push onto their spawns as a team. That's it. In every map on Reach, you just have to push onto their spawns, get them trapped in on spawns, because the spawns are so unpredictable. You have to constantly be moving.
Yep.
You can't really just sit and set up. The only place you really want to hold is Ring 2, and just make sure you keep them back. So he's done a good job there.
Right.
Just kept them on spawn.
Done a very good job, and we saw it was Symmetry to walk away with that. Overruled actually carrying the team there. And I just had a bath, and we're going to be checking out stats now. If we just go to our stats, man, we'll be going through them. And we saw it was Jim with 15 and 7, a nice positive 8 there. 5, 6, and then a 0. So all positives across the board. We see Overruled with a 4, Cardiff RSL Nugs with the next 7. And they're going to be jumping straight into this game. We couldn't go through all the stats. We're going to be moving on. I can't see, wasn't informed what game this is. We'll find out shortly. It just says Slayer, so it should be Koth, I'm going to guess. Yes, King of the Hill on Nexus, my least favourite map. And a little known fact, I will quit this map as soon as I see it.
For us, this is actually, we like King of the Hill is one of our best game types, and just love this game type. I'm really looking forward to seeing which teams can just hold this top hill, the hardest hill to hold.
So that's why I wasn't picked up for immunity. All right, so look, let's talk a little bit about strategy on this map. Now, King of the Hill, I think, is probably one of the most team-intensive games because, it's obviously argued that, every game type is a team game type, but I think none more so than King of the Hill, purely because you've got to get that time and also control the map and watch the spawns of your team. Now, on Nexus, what are these teams going to be trying to do, Voltage?
With the top hill, they've got to just try and get as much time as they can. When they get 1 or 2 down, even if they're weak, just grab the hill and just have their teammates calling out where the other guys are, and they're just going to have to angle themselves to just milk as much time as you can in that top hill.
I see that one of the biggest mistakes that some of the, the lower end of the bracket teams do is that they just keep rushing for hill. I know that's what I try and do. But what if say a team's down, what should they be trying to do before they just try and rush that hill?
You need to play calm. There's no point just looking. The best thing I found for me, you don't look at the score because you just start panicking too much. If you fall down by 30 seconds, you start thinking it's a long time, but it really isn't, because that's just 1 or 2 deaths. So you've just got to play calm, just slowly push up to the hill. If they get weak, they've just got to back up. There's no point just sprinting in one shot where you're just going to get cleaned up a second later.
Right, okay. And we do see here we are still on board with Wrath. I think we are with Wrath at the moment from Team Symmetry, and his team are 2-0 up in this series. If they win this, they will, of course, win the series as a best of 5. He's going to be chilling here up in top red, getting shots down bottom green. That's the Cardiff RSL Nugs. A few wild shots there, but eventually taking him out. He's a little bit weak up here. There was someone in the hill, but he's going to back off. Someone trying to get the flank on him. I do think that might be Killself. Got to work out what tag Killself's playing under. I'm really curious who that is. That was Heners that he just took out there with that nade. The hill has moved now. They're going to be trying to take control of this. It's going to be getting up top red, maybe trying to get control now. It is red side. When the hill's on this side, where should they usually try and set up, or where would immunity set up?
We would try and have one person just sitting at the cut trying to watch sniper with the sniper, which he just picked up a nice snipe there. And you've got to have one person sitting on top of the base just watching top green and watching coming through the tunnel where grenade launcher spawns. But with here you see him, Jim pushing up, I think it is. You don't want to push up onto this map because once one person dies, the other team can just push over and they'll just overwhelm you.
Very good advice there. Now we're just going to be crossing over to Will, still on team symmetry though, as his team are in front at the moment. Still early days, 49-31. It is the other team. I just had a buff. I still laugh every time I say that. Still in control of the hill. Looks like Will is going to be taking out 2 down for symmetry at the moment. I just had a bar, closing the gap a little bit. 7 points is the difference now as we're 3 minutes into this game. And look, I was actually out in the Halo pit a little earlier, and I was watching some games being played, and King of the Hill Nexus was one of them. And it was really funny watching some of these young guys. We had a lot of new guys at this event, and their idea of controlling the map on Nexus was controlling all spawns. So they would get someone in top hill, one in gold, one in blue, and one in red, and they still were shocked that they spawned behind them somewhere.
Yeah,
so,
it's a different strat, but you never know. You've got to try. You might as well try everything. I actually had the most weirdest amplified strat for Halo 3 that my team always would tease me about, just for even suggesting that.
What was it? Just having the teammate?
That was one teammate on each 4 of the big. What are they called in that? On the amplified,
the tall
yeah,
towers.
the tall little towers. Just one guy standing on each 4 towers and then just shoot them off spawn.
Hey, that sounds like a fantastic strat.
I still want to try that one day.
I'm sure it'll be great, and some of these teams here, such as I Just Had a Bath, I'm sure would love to practice that strat with you. Look, Amplified, love it, but unfortunately we're not playing Halo 3 at the moment, as much as I'd love to. We are, of course, here on Halo Reach, playing King of the Hill on Nexus, and this is Will as he's up here, top red, and his team seems to be actually pretty well set up. They've got 1 in the hill, now 2, 1 in gold and 1 top red. I suppose this is exactly how they want to be.
The guy in the hill just took some shots. He had to back up. He just stayed there a bit too long. So, but yeah, they did have a good setup for that hill, but they still need to push onto the spawns when they spawn in this. In Halo Reach, you just can't stand still. You've always just got to be pushing onto the spawns. Otherwise, you'll just get overwhelmed.
Right, and this, of course, is, as I said, we're on board with Will, and his team has actually fallen behind a little bit. Now, this team, I suppose it could be argued that they aren't a practiced team, but they play Halo Reach, I think, a lot more than most of the players here, and especially of this Throw Together team. I can actually vouch for Killself that he doesn't exactly play much Halo Reach. He's more of a StarCraft kid these days, and I know Overruled and Heners aren't really much into Reach, so it's quite surprising to see that they've got the lead here. Again, only very early days, but still interesting nonetheless. And I'm just trying to check out, I really want to try and get Killself on stream, but unfortunately we're not able to. But we will check out some of these guys from I Just Had a Bath. We're going to be checking out the one and only Nuguns. I mean, if he acts in Halo Reach as he does in real life, I'm sure there's going to be some fascinating gameplay.
You say that Killself doesn't have much experience playing Halo Reach, but I think he just has a knowledge of the game, and even from being a top Halo 3 player, he understands the game a lot better than some people who might play Halo Reach more, and I think that really helps, especially in King games, because its smarts really do prevail. Yeah,
that's a very, very good point indeed, Voltage. And for those who don't know Killself, he was actually a former #1 Halo 3 player before it was actually your team, Voltage, that took the crown back in Brisland 2009. My first event casting, you know, good memories there for me. But you know, that was really good. And Killself and his team, BBR, as I said, were former #1s. Did go to Germany for WCG. They were #1
really well
WCG.
there.
They did do really well. I think they came 4th. Is that right, Voltage? So they came 4th there, and but after Brisbane 09, I do think they did part ways. But Killself still very knowledgeable in Halo, and we get to play it a little bit here and there. So it's always good and great to see. Actually getting completely smoked there, that was Nuguns. But it's good to see Killself playing again, and I'm sure he will bring a lot of knowledge to this throw together team that was made in 5 minutes. Something interesting to note about this team is that they have no equipment, so they're only playing on main stage. So what they're going to do is they're going to rotate whatever teams come up next for main stage. They're going to take their equipment and use that. So look, a lot of fun though, a lot of scrapping. But look, back into this game, still on board with Nuguns from I Just Had a Bath. Excellent team name, and they're now lost the lead 140 to 103 at the moment. Still anyone's game, and it looks like they're a little bit all over the place at the moment. They are trying to get this set up. There is one, both have gone to blue corner now, going on one in blue hill. I think they need this set up a little bit better though. There's a couple of guys pushing around blue. Now, Nuguns in hill, what should he have been doing here?
He's just got to stay alive then. Once his teammates died, they really have to make sure when they pushed over, they left 2 alive in front of the base in the courtyard, and they distracted them enough while the other teams on spawn pushed over, and they just got sandwiched in the middle.
Right, so not really too much Nuguns could have done there other than trying to stay alive. We're going to be checking out Heners for I Just Had a Bath. The stream of doom making a comeback every time we switch, someone dies. Heners, though, we're going to be watching him off spawn and see how he reacts. None of that perf lag this time as he does move straight away. Going to be going up the hill move, so he's going to be checking it out up there with his teammate Overruled. There is someone on top of blue, and he's under fire, and I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. I think there might have been someone come up to the hill, or he just felt like nading himself. Speaking of weird strategies we were discussing earlier, I saw a very interesting strategy yesterday during the Halo 3 stream. Nade yourself. If you nade yourself, it just confuses the other team. They don't know what to do with themselves. I saw a couple of the Halo 3 guys.
I love my Halo 3 nades, and I never gave that a shot. I might have to start doing that though.
I think it would be pretty awesome. And I'm not sure if you got to see any of the Halo 3 action yesterday, Voltage, but it was a really awesome event considering that most teams were just thrown together. We did see the team name, I think they were Stetics. Stetics took out the Halo 3 event that was made up of Rat, formerly of Team Banff, Jamal, I really don't recall. I know it was Rat, Jamal, I'm trying to remember... From my memory, yeah, Tubbs, and I forget the fourth. Apologies to Stetics, but they took out the event. It was really, really good games. Great to watch them. The series score was, I believe, 6-4 in the end, so it was really, really great to see. And it was very close, to and fro all the time. We saw the series score go, 1-0, then 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. So they did get away at the end. So really good. Anyway, still back into this game, and we're still on board with Heners, but we're going to switch over to Wrath from Symmetry. Wrath, a great Halo Reach player in his own right. It's come to many events and hasn't really had his chance to break into the higher placings. But as we've already discussed, without the likes of Team Immunity or Reborn, as Reborn have gone over to play in AVT over in New Zealand, it's pretty much anyone's game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go. Wrath playing actually really, really well at the moment. A lot of his team getting some good kills. So we're going to be watching him off the spawn as he was taken down.
I think Wrath definitely has improved this year. I remember I played with him when Halo Reach just came out, and he's been one of those players who just keeps on just trying to get. He plays to get better. He doesn't just play for fun. And I think if he continues that during Halo 4, he'll be a top player in Halo 4 if he finds a good team of people to stick with.
Alright, well, as this game still has about 4 minutes to go, I think it would be a great time to discuss a little bit about Halo 4 Voltage. Now, there has been now a lot of content come out for Halo 4, especially as of late, with a lot of the gameplay videos and stuff coming out, a lot from the American pros. Have you got to see much of those videos, and what are your general thoughts on Halo 4 so far?
I haven't been really looking into it that much. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of the MLG pros from America saying they do like it and a lot that don't like it, so I'm not watching many videos. I'm just waiting until it comes out and then I'll judge it once I play it.
Right, okay, that's exactly what ACL's 2IC Beware has said. I was kind of a little bit jumping the gun. I watched the videos and got a little bit scared, such as, the built-in sprint ability comes in no matter what other armor ability you get. I'm kind of a little bit worried about that. If sprint was such a good thing, you wouldn't think it would have been taken out in our current competitive settings. Of course, no Bloom, no sprint. Bloom has come back in a small form, we are told. The BR, of course, is back, and it has a little bit of recoil, which from the videos I've seen doesn't look too bad. But, you know, I suppose, as you've said, we can't really judge it till it comes out. But, you know, it does look like an interesting game. Things that shouldn't be in competitive, well, I hope are not in competitive, are in the game, though, such as Promethean vision, X-ray vision.
Yeah, I doubt that will be competitive.
Yeah, I highly doubt it, and if it is, I think we'll see the downfall of Halo 4 before it even starts. Anyway, enough about that. We did see the end of this game and the end of this series, as it was Symmetry who just took the win, which will make it 3-0. Symmetry just took out I Just Had a Bath. We really need a team change for those guys. I suppose that's to be expected. We see Heners and Nuguns dropping the neg bombs, and I think that would have to be Killself playing underhand tree 1.
Yeah, pulling up big stats. I think he's ready for his return with BBR and Halo 4.
I just have to construct this sentence. Underhand tree 1 of I just had a bath and now I'm hot.
It's a top name.
I love how serious these guys take this competition. Great to see it, and he did go +5. He did really well, trying to help out his team, but Symmetry and their teamwork, just too much. We do see Bramble dropping the 17 with 11 deaths, a +6, but nothing compared to the +10 we see in there as well with 7 assists. Wilgazim got the 13 for 12, +1, but did get 10 assists, so probably to be expected. That will wrap up winners bracket round 1 for these guys. What we're going to do is we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Best of 5, sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. I thought it was the end of this series. I didn't end up casting game 1, and our graphics had a little error in them. So it is actually 2-1. It wasn't Symmetry who took out game 1. It was I Just Had a Bath, that fantastic team name. They did take out game 1, which is a CTF Zealot 5-2. So you know what that means. We go to our 4th game, which thankfully for us is Capture the Flag on the pit Voltage. This map would be very familiar to you.
Yeah, this is one of our best maps from Halo 3. And in this map, you're really looking for the team. They've just got to push down numbers down through black and green and keep applying pressure. Even if the other team does flank through runway, which you've just seen that happen, they should just leave them there and just push through as a team and just start running that flag.
And we saw also, just as you began talking, the wild rocket from green trying to shoot someone in runway. If there's a pet hate of mine, it would have to be people not utilising power weapons effectively. Now, everyone always says, and I still stand by it, if you've picked up rockets, that's 4 guaranteed kills. Would you agree with that, Voltage?
I would agree with that, but I can never execute it. My team banned me from getting rockets just because I just spray them everywhere.
Spraying rockets like an AR. That's generally what was happened with a lot of these teams. Probably not expected, but Voltage just says he's guilty of it himself, so I better be careful what I say about it. It's okay. No, it's okay. Fire the long distance rockets. And we see we're actually on board with Wrath. I probably should have said that a little earlier. So Wrath from Team Symmetry. His team did get the very early cap, got capture in less than a minute. So they look like they had a very, very good start. But don't rule out these guys yet. Overruled, being taken down. Solid BR from Wrath. A couple of his teammates taken down his sword, so he's expecting them to push around from training, which you'll probably see. Jim is there to back him up, pushing through green, probably being a little aggressive here, but he's going to try and get the flank on them as they're going down through their training. Jim is taken out in their court, and he's going to try and get the guy retreating through runway. He might have been taken out. No, there he is. Gets the clean up, takes out Mad Villa. Heners loving the gamer tags. Getting one shot and then taken out by Overruled. Probably pushing a little bit aggressive there. Just checking out our screens here. I can't go to the POV of Bramble or Jim, but they're going really, really well. Great positioning, and the snipe in the hands of Wrath as he gets the gets the snipe. Really good work there, getting the reload. He's probably going to try and get in a better position here. Will's under pressure from the overshield guy. Gets one shot on Heners, but Wilgazem is taken out. Wrath doesn't want to lose his power weapon. He's going to back up to there first. Was on S2, going to try and get some better view. And just a barrage of bullets taking him out. That's 2 down for his team at the moment, as it is going to be I Just Had a Bath pushing through.
And that was a great push by the experienced Killself. He just sent 2 people down black, which is what you need to do. Just send people in numbers through black and green, and they've got a flag full, which should be a cap.
There is still 2 down for Symmetry, so I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything. And we just seen as Heners spawn that their flag is going in, and they do cap it 3 minutes into this game, so it is 1 apiece. The rockets did come up 10 seconds ago, and it looks like they are in the hands of Symmetry, who with these rockets are going to be pushing forward, hopefully pulling a cap. Now it looks like they're going to spawn court, and they do. So great positioning for Symmetry, and we do see Nuguns got sniped by, I do think that was Wilgazem, and Wilgazem took out, who are we on? That was Heners as well. So no doubt we're going to be seeing a flag pull here. They are running it through, and actually I don't think they were able to get away with it, which is quite a shock. They had rockets and then did have the spawn kills, weren't able to utilise that.
I think one of the teammates might have rocketed himself. I'm hearing a bit of arguing coming over from the right of me, and they seem a bit upset with what happened with one of those rockets. It's the curse of the rockets today.
The old self-rocket, again, one of those interesting strats that follows in the footsteps of the self-nade. The opposition doesn't really expect it, and I suppose it could throw them off guard, but they were just prepared for it this time. They saw the self-rocket coming, and, when they talked through their strategies, they said, if they self-rocket, let's just not get confused. We can work through this, So they seem to be able to do that, and we see a very aggressive push here from Heners. He's waiting for his teammates very well, and he finds a member of Symmetry down in a very aggressive push here. He knows there was someone on the bridge, but he decides to push forward anyway. Does take out Jim before he dies, though, so we're going to be watching him off spawn. A few of his teammates, including Overruled, are over on that side. Overruled with the snipe. We can't get on his POV. Don't really know what happens there. We did see Bramble take out Nuguns, though. So we are going to be seeing Heners push forward under bridge, being very aggressive. No help from his teammates though, so not really sure what he aims to do over here, as it does see a lot of Symmetries over on his side of the base. We do see a member of Symmetry, that is Bramble, being taken out. That's the double kill. Looking for the triple. Unfortunately, not going to be able to capitalize on that. I do think he got into one shot. They're going to be pushing through green at the moment. And very aggressive play. I'm surprised that Heners has lasted this long. I expected him to drop before now. Now, all of his team are stuck over on his side. They're going to be making a push through now, as a couple of team members of Symmetry are just going to be off the spawn. Getting the wild shots on the guy on plat. Aggressive push, and does take him out. Then there is a spawner in court. That's going to be Wilgers, solid DMR, but taken out. Really aggressive play there, Voltage.
Yeah, I can't see who it was. Someone pushed their S1 as they were pushing into their Mauler as well. So they're pushing both the spawns, and they're just spawning all everywhere now. So you just really got to try and stick to black and green and stay away from sword in flag on this map.
Right, it was a little wild, and as we've discussed before, you know, controlling the spawns is vital, and we're on the right POV. The wild rocket does connect, and then the second one, those nukes just not strong enough, as he probably would have been taken out there, but his teammate was there to back him up. So 2 rockets down, gets the health, so he's in a good position now. This is Wilkinson, I do believe, but we're on board with. That wild rocket, I tell you, that grinds my gears. But look, if that's Will's style, then that's Will's style. We love him we'll take him as he is. Still got 1 left in the chamber, and his team are going to be trying to defend the guys, and now make it push through. Still not really capitalizing on this at the moment though. Trying to play a little conservative. The score at the moment 2-1. They are in front, so they're not under too much pressure. Although I thought they'd be able to utilize those rockets better, as he does get 1-to-1 shot. And now with 1 down, they are going to pull his flag. I'm not sure how far they're going to get, as he doesn't have teammate backup. Fails the jump there, but does get back up and recovers, running the flag through green here. Now, pretty good run. I don't see anyone from I Just Had a Bath able to run it. All of these fumbles, they really shouldn't have been able to cap that flag, but it looks like they are going to get it in. 3-1.
Yeah, they're taking a good lead now, and it was a bit of a slow run, but his teammates were doing well enough to hold the team of I Just Had a Bath, who we love that name.
It's such a
keep
great
them back on their side of the map.
It's a pretty cute name. And we're going to be seeing the guys from Symmetry push through again. They are fending off the onslaught from I Just Had a Bath. That was Killself, who just got out DMR'd by our friend Will here. Going to be checking out Will's teammate Raph, see what he's up to. And he's over on his side of the base, I believe. And he's taking on Heners, challenging Heners. Heners just doesn't get away. He does get taken out. Runs into, I believe that might have been Overruled. Gonna have a look. His teammate Jim was taken out. Says hello sniper, picks that up. I was hoping he'd whip that out for a no-scope. Would have been great, wouldn't it? And he is now up on their S2 with the snipe. Great position, and he does have the backup. Now they just have to utilize it. They did get the Mauler spawn, so hopefully going to be able to use that. And I think there was a few team members from I Just Had a Bath spawn behind them. And what should he be trying to do here? He's got to control the snipe, but it doesn't look like he has much backup.
Right here, he's just got to try and slow run this flag. Just try and get them weak and run it. There's no need to rush it. Just take it really slow and just move it little bit by little bit, keeping the flag alive so it doesn't reset.
Right, and as we were saying that, unfortunately he was taken down, and that is Sniper. I can't see who it's in the hands of at the moment, but we're going to switch over to Heners, our swaggerific Perth kid, playing for I Just Had a Bath, the throw together team. We're going to be seeing what he's going to do off spawn here, as his team, are 2 flags down at the moment. And Symmetry have been playing really well as a team, a really good team unit. And we do see, I Just Had a Bath kind of all over the place at the moment. We do see someone over on the opposing training, and he does get taken out. That was Heners trying to get the shots on. Rockets once again in the hands of Symmetry, but Heners doing a great job to take him out. That is Raph, who is going to have control of the Rockets now. and almost gets the kill, but Heners being able to stay alive, being very aggressive. He does have backup, going to go into the opposing training, but that's the Overshield guy on their training. Couple of members of Symmetry pushing through. These guys need to be careful what they do. I don't know, Heners, how you're still alive. You are a gypsy, my friend, but he does get taken out eventually, and that is still a couple of members of Symmetry over on the opposing base. They're trying to run this flag, snipe on their training. There were 3 down for I just had a bath, so I think it's safe to say this flag might get away, but Wrath is one shot. That's the flag runner, but it is still running. Henner's under too much pressure, nades and bullets galore, needs to make a move if he wants to stop that flag, but unfortunately taken out, and I don't know if anyone from I Just Had a Bath is in position to stop this flag cap from Symmetry. Switched over just a little too late to Nuguns, who's pretty handy with his sniper, I must say. Just got the headshot, followed by taking out Jim. Still in control, takes out Wrath as well. He only needs one more to collect the set, but unfortunately, if he did a little quicker, he might have got the overkill. But no, Wilkerson being taken out. A nice snipe, still in control at the moment. Looking around, just misses, and then misses once again. Getting teased a little bit by the guy and more. He's going to be pushing through. If him and his team can capitalize on this, it would be excellent. They are a couple caps down at the moment. Symmetry only need one more to finish this game off, and that is Wrath getting the backstrap from Nuguns on the killing spree. Misses the snipe there, unfortunately. And the self-nade, I told ya, and then he does take out someone else. I didn't see who that was. I think it was Jim. He does get some snipe ammo, much needed. That flag is running, going to try and stop it. Gets the snipe, and that was an amazing run by Nuguns before he was taken out.
He did a great job with the sniper there, but none of his teammates were in position to start running that flag, so all those great snipes just went to waste by not having a teammate pushing up and helping him out.
It was, but Nuguns did really, really well there, and it was unfortunate that he had no teammates backing him up, but his team, I think, are still going to try and run this flag, and I think they did get a touch. It looks like they did, but under a lot of pressure here, and Nuguns able to stay alive through that. Amazing DMR, and fortunately for him, his teammate was there to back him up. And the flag is away at the moment for Nuguns' team, but it does get reset. Back smack on Wrath. Nuguns playing amazing at the moment. Challenges Jim, takes him out. Artemar, solid work, and then gonna be running this flag, but Fumble Army drops the flag, decides to go the straightforward route instead. Still fumbling this flag, stick to the sniper and DMR, my friend, but runs it down black and runs straight into a rocket. That was an amazing run from Nuguns until he did the old Fumble Army.
Nuggins is playing great with the sniper, but he should let Lee Flag run into one of his other teammates.
Fair to say. And look, we were just talking about Nuguns sniping, and he was doing really well before. Voltage, if I may, I just wanted to bring up something that actually happened to you personally, and it just rang through my head. It was amazing. I was discussing with the stream yesterday about your snipe kill on this very map, where you got the double kill on the guy who just spawned. He spawned and your bullet was in his head.
Yeah,
I'm sure you recall
I remember
that one.
That was one that then I was streaming.
Yes,
actually,
you were
and
streaming.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened. I thought the game just glitched out because I only thought I sniped one of them because I sniped before he spawned, but it still killed him. Apparently, that's Halo Reach at its finest.
I must say, your reaction, priceless. It was fantastic, and I just can't stress enough to the stream how amazing of a clip it was. He shot one guy, the rebound, it was a ricocheted bullet, was it? A ricocheted bullet then goes through the guy before spawning. Enough about that though. Voltage, I hope that clip's in your file share, mate, because we've got to check it out. But this series is now over. I hope I've got it right this time. 3-1 to Symmetry. A really good work. Nuguns gets MVP of that match. It was really, really good work to them. So that was winners bracket round 1 of the Halo Reach competition. Me and my friend here, Voltage, are going to take a little break, and we will be right back.
Capture the flag. Flag stolen. Flag stolen. Flag stolen. Capture the lead. Revenge. Double kill. Flag drop. Flag taken. Flag drop. Flag captured. Flag the leader.
What's up, everyone? We are back here at the Halo Reach competition here at ACL Melbourne 2012. I am in Maniac, now joined in commentary with our Halo admin, Hoggy. Good to have you back, man. How are you?
Thanks, man. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Good to be back in the commentary booth with you, man. It's been a little
Yeah, it's
while.
good.
Exciting stuff, and it's great to see. We're going to be kicking off our losers bracket round 1 of Idolize versus the great team name of I Just Had a Bath. Very hygienic bunch, these guys. Now, we are on board with Voltage, as he has no idea what the hell he's doing. And you guys did hear me right. It is Voltage. We're checking out.
His monitor was blue screening on it. I'm not sure why. So he couldn't actually play, but he's all good now. As you can see, he's throwing nades to ring 2. Shooting a guy down at his pond. Makes him one shot. Hopefully his teammate can clean him up there.
I suppose it's just the game trying to balance it out when you have Voltage on your screen. You know, it's got to be fair. You got to blue screen him now and then just to balance things out. But I just want to give a little bit of an explanation to people. First of all, Voltage is of Team Immunity, #1 Halo team in Australia, or formerly Reborn did take that title at Sydney, as Immunity have they're on a little bit of a break at the moment, and we just did have a chat to Voltage before explaining that break. Hopefully we'll be seeing them come back in Halo 4. Looks like Voltage just had to take that vibration off on his controller and gets a kill instantly off the spawn. So Voltage is filling in on this throw together team of I Just Had a Bath, filling in for Killself, who was playing before, and as you see this gamer tag Vic Marge return. He is on the return, so his team playing all right so far. And Voltage, I was talking to him before, Hoggy, he hasn't played for 6 months. So
Yeah,
it's been a little while.
I know he's been playing League of Legends. I know he loves that game.
In League of Legends, I'm sure that skill set would transfer perfectly over to Halo Reach. But I'm sure, you know, being on Immunity and being a great player himself, I'm sure he's going to do just fine. Now, he is up in Idolizer's base, just waiting for his teammate to come back him up. That's Nuguns, who just picked up the opposing sniper, I do believe. No, it might have actually been someone from Idolize able to pick that up. I'm just trying to check it out, and can't see who that is.
Lukey JB.
There we go, Lukey. They are in control of Snipe, and he does end up getting the back smack. Still on board with Voltage. Going to be watching him off the spawn and see how his team progress through this game. Looks very even so far. Getting the nade off over on the car. Nice nade. Doesn't forget how to nade. See, he got those skills, from League of Legends. Great nade throwing skills. Going to be pushing into ring 2. A teammate of his just died, and he knows there's someone around there. Finds him. That's going to be Beck. I think that's Lukey, was it?
Yeah, that's probably Lukey.
Jeez, I try to tell all of these gamers, please use your gamer tag, but no, he is now going to be known as Beck Hill because he likes to use that tag. Voltage able to take out Repulse. Now the snipe in the hands of Voltage, I always get a chill down my spine when I see him with a snipe. Interesting to see if he's still got the skills after his 6-month lull break. And he's pushing through ring 2 at the moment. He does have backup from Swag. It's going to be Overruled or Heners. Almost gets the no-scope, but ends up getting dropped.
Yeah, they were trying to push through snipe there and didn't quite work out. Nuguns tried to get into the court, and he's still over their rocks. Hopefully he can stay alive. And hopefully someone else over in the base, Swag, he can stay alive as well. Get another cleanup kill here on our main ramp, making it easy. It's spawning. Looks like they're spawning rocks here. Should have them on a spawn trap. They'll probably spawn over in courtyard now, and they've got a nice setup here. They're just going to make sure they don't let anyone through over onto their jump up side. And Taj is looking for that now.
It looks like they will be able to get this flag through. Of course, they were pushing through on the flank, but double kill to Voltage. He might have got that triple there, but his teammate ended up taking him out, and they are going to get this cap in. So the score is going to be a 1-0 at the beginning of this. Idolize now down, so going to be interesting to see how they respond. So let's check it out. We're going to cross over to Repulse from Team Idolize, see what him and his team are doing against this onslaught from I Just Had a Bath. It's a very much hygienic team. Getting shots from Snipe Streak. He's going to be checking it out. That's someone in his snipe as well. That's going to be Voltage. Voltage still in control of a sniper rifle, I do believe. Look, it's exciting stuff. We're going to have to switch back to him and check him out. Hopefully he's still alive. He is indeed up on their main ramp with a snipe. No one taking him out. The awareness of a blind rat. Unfortunately, not able to do anything. James too busy with a couple of teabags. Might have been to his demise, but he was able to get away. Voltage one shot on their main ramp, and he does end up getting saved by, I believe that was Overruled or YOLO Overruled. Voltage still in control of this snipe. There's someone jumping up onto the carbine there, and it goes into ring 2. He is still over in their rocks. This team hold, you really need to get him out of there.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of staying alive. He's just being a distraction right now. All his teammates need to do is push over and help him clean up these kills. Unfortunately, he gets taken out there on rock ramp. That's 2 down, I think, for Idolize, and maybe 2 down for Idishatter Bath. That's 3 down for Idishatter Bath. Nuguns is still top mid. Hopefully he can stay alive. Yep, he does a nice job of cleaning up back there, and he gets taken out. So that'll still be 3 dead, with Voltage using the jetpack, trying to get over to their car. A little bit risky, but we'll see how it works out.
Fails a little jetpack lift up on the car, but that's alright. He'll just chill around their rocks. He's going to probably move into ring 2 here, and he does. Trying to back up his teammates, and that was repulsed, able to be cleaned up. And then there's another one in front of him. Gets the double kill. Going to look around for hopefully find a triple kill. Not going to get it though. He's no shield, and a lot of there was a bit of T-talk to go at the moment. 2 of his teammates are down. Voltage is probably going to be... he's too aggressive. He's going to go take out James Live, who was trying to get these rocks, but instead they are going to fall into the hands of Voltage. Does get taken out very quick. Rocket's still down in ring 1, and the teammate does miss it. Rocket's still there, and they do fall in the hands of, I think that's Flex Reigns. Yep, it is Flex Reigns that did have it, but he was taken out, and snipe in the hands of James Live. We can't get his POV at the moment, but we are going to be seeing Flex Reigns off the spawn. There is someone in his base. Wouldn't surprise me if that's Voltage, and it wasn't though. It was C for Kevin. Can't tell who that is. That was C for Kevin.
That'll be Heners probably.
That'll probably be Heners. So C for Kevin taken down. Overruled gets taken out by Flex Reigns. So Flex Reigns is in here with James Live. He does get back up. Sniper's there, picks it up and gets a reload. There is someone there in ring 2. He gets taken out. Now he's going to try and utilise his snipe. Hopefully we can see some nice shots. Don't know if it's going to happen though. Pushing out into their bond, very aggressive. I'm not sure if I like this.
Yeah, that was a bit risky.
Was very risky, and unfortunately just wasn't able to really utilise that sniper in any way.
All he needed to do was stay top mid there and just watch their rocks. They seem to be trapped in their rocks, and they were just sort of pushing alone into the enemy base, and then he just moved down to the bond, which really wasn't a great decision. He should have just stayed up there and just watched their jump up and not let them come in as his teammates were pushing over on snipe side, or trying to anyway.
Completely agree, and now this is Overruled with the sniper, and he does get the snipe on Lukey. Then the back smack as well, just saving his teammate. James Live taken down. Looking for the spawners now. They probably spawn, I believe, their court or rocks. Got to be checking it out as this is Overruled pushing through rocks. There's James Live. He's going to be trying to hunt him down. Does have backup. Gets some nice solid shots on it. Comes a bit sloppy at the end, but he does get the kill. And then a one shot there, Flex Reigns. He really needs to just push his flag. He has backup from his teammate, and then he'll be pushing straight across bond. That's Nuguns with the snipe, and as we saw before, Nuguns was decimating with that, and this looks a really solid run, Hoggy, and I think they should be able to get this in. Just checking out all the other POVs, and that was a great jump there, and he is going to maybe get it in.
Oh,
he was actually stopped. Was he?
Massive choke there.
It looked like he was actually stuffing around on the flag, but I'm not sure, I couldn't tell if that was deliberate.
I think he thought he was putting it in, and then he moved back to go off in another direction, and didn't manage to put it in. But they did end up getting that cap anyway. They had him on a nice spawn trap in rocks, and they just ran it through main ramp. Main ramp's the quickest way to run the flag on this map, so if you can get it down that way without getting too damage, then you can probably get a cap out of it if your team can trap them in a spawn. But it's definitely safest to run it through snipe if you can.
Right, and I thought that was a guaranteed kill there for Overruled, but he wasn't. He was naded to bits and taken out. Let's check out his teammate Voltage of Immunity, and now on I just had a bath. I'm sure that's quite a team transition for him, as he's now in control of these rocks, and he isn't able to utilize them at this distance. His teammate was taken down. That was a very aggressive push by Nuguns. He was over there on his own. The wild rocket does get Flex Reigns. Another rocket will get him the double kill. Going to be looking around. That's 3 down for his team. For Idolize at the moment. Pushing forward, great positioning, and it looks like they're going to be able to push with this flag. Looks like there wasn't a rock spawn. It was over in court. Wild Rocket doesn't get any kills, but he's now under pressure from behind. And that crazy Rocket almost got him the kill, but he was taken out. No more Rockets left. Voltage did a great job of helping his team out. And still on board with Voltage, off the spawn. They got a couple of people running across cars. Someone down in his court, that's Repulse. Get out of here, buddy. You have no idea what you're doing. Another one on street, that's James Live trying to use the PP gun. Sniper falling into the hands of Voltage, and this is where it gets dangerous. No shield and low health doesn't make a difference because he's probably going to get a kill here, and he does. No more face loop. You get out of there, almost getting the double kill. If he wasn't so rusty, I'm sure he would have got that. But still looking for the guy in ring 2. This snipe still in his hands. Another guy there at car. He's looking out for him. And no scope, James. Get out of there. He gets taken out, and Voltage then taken out from behind. That is going to be a sniper chilling in their hut. They'll want to clean him out ASAP.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice flank by Beck. I'm not quite sure how he got there, but he managed to get there with 3 of them spawning flag. He's trying to... Oh, nice snipe there by James Live. With Swag top mid, hopefully he can keep that ring control, take that man out bottom mid. Yeah, nice kill by Overuled there.
And it's always great to have Swag top mid.
Yeah, definitely.
So a great push here by Voltage, very aggressive, gets 1 kill and then gets the snipe on him, and that was, I believe, Beck Hill taking him out. Let's go check out these guys from Idolize. Go back to Flex Reigns, see how he's doing. Sorry, him and his team are doing. They are 2-0 down at the moment. Only 1 cap needed for I Just Had a Bath for them to take this win in losers bracket round 1. He did take out, I believe, that was Nuguns, and he's now chilling in his hut. He's going to be looking around, see how he can best help his team. James Live is in the ring 2. I believe he has snipe, and he does, and takes out Nuguns, but Flex Reigns, no shield at the moment, stuck in his bond. Teammate there, unable to save him. That was Heners. He does take him out, though, going back to his flag. Playing very defensive here, it looks like, which is probably a good move considering he's 2 down at the moment. And Doctor Achievement, he's too good getting the achievement.
Rockets will be up in 4 seconds here. Hopefully they can pick him up here. Nuguns trying to get into ring 2. Idolize, it looks like Idolize have the Rockets finally. They managed to keep a ring 2 control. They had ring 2 control, and when it was about 30 seconds till the Rockets spawned, but they still managed to hold it until then. Overall trying to push through ring 2 here. Ring 1 there. Gets taken out. They trade each other there.
Which was really lucky that they held control that long. I didn't think that these guys, Voltage and Co, would be letting them take ring 2 control, but I suppose they need to try and come back somehow. Anyway, sorry, getting a little distracted here. We're still on board with Flex Reigns of Idolize as this team of I Just Had a Bath are trying to be very, very aggressive. They are pushing through. Flex Reigns being taken out. Let's check out Overruled. On board with him as he's over in the opposing rocks. Get the smackdown on Flex Reigns. He's taken out. Good shots on Beck Hill. Gets taken out. That's the double kill. Gonna look around, running the flag. He does have backup. Looks like the opposing team are gonna spawn in rocks, so he's running the right way. But no, shut down as they end up spawning court, which was quite interesting. I thought because they had the teammates over on hut that they would have they would have spawned rocks. But
yeah, I'm not sure why they spawned over in courtyard. Obviously, I guess you could just say they didn't block the spawn properly, or no one died there, or no one naded it, no one blocked it. But hopefully Idolize here can push over on car side and manage to get it looks like they've stopped the flag not far from the platform, and I Just Had a Bath seem to be spawning rocks. Hopefully they can trap him in there and just return this flag as Nuguns gets a lucky spawn and snipe with a back smack, but the flag unfortunately returns.
And it would have been very close timing. Nuguns with a lucky spawn and almost getting that flag, but as you just said, Hoggy, unable to capitalise and get that in. 2-0 the score at the moment as we're getting down to the final minutes. Of course, there's only just over a minute left in regulation time. Beckhill being taken out, overruled with a nice solid DMR, moving up to flag. He's probably going to run into some opposition over in rocks, and there's one. That's flex range, challenges him. Nice DMR to take him out. Probably could have done a little bit better, but that's okay. Staying alive. Wise move here. Don't want to panic and then just try and run flag, but unfortunately he was taken out. Team member there trying to back him up, but it looks like he just jumped up, dropped back down. Too much pressure for him. Checking out Voltage now. If I just had a bar, stand in for Killself. Good timing as he gets the headshot on Beckhill. Gets shots on James Live. He's able to get away. He's one shot over on Carr. Gets his snipe. Gonna try and get a better vantage point. Finds James Live. And he is gonna take him out. Beckhill for the double kill. Looks down Snipe Street. Triple just misses it. I'm sure he would have been upset about missing that. But the nice flick shot gets repulsed. Finds the spawners on main ramp. He's going to be looking for it, and I do believe new snipes and also rockets are going to be coming up, and they do, and it looks like it's going to be in control of I Just Had a Bath, and Voltage taken out.
Yeah, and the game's going to end here in 2 seconds, and I Just Had a Bath taking out a nice 2-0 win. Moving on to, going up 1-0 in the series, I should say.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and they've actually pulled the flag.
I think
Idolize
it might
pulled
have
the flag.
been a little too late, but we'll let it slide as Idolize trying to get away with this flag, but it won't really mean anything as the score will only be 2-1 even then. So, what's actually the rules here, Hoggy? Since they're 2-0 down, even if they get this cap, they lose anyway. So
They have to pull the flag as they cap the next one. And it doesn't look like they're in position to do that. As you can see, Voltage is watching the enemy flag and standing on his own flag, so there's no way that they were going to cap that. Or get a second cap, I should say.
Okay, so the final score 2-1. And I love how James Live's celebrating the fact that they got a cap. So, upbeat spirits here in Idolize.
Yeah.
But
it's good.
Look, the Halo Reach competition being pretty good so far. I got to say, Hoggy, I've got to be honest, it's not quite like the Halo 3 competition yesterday.
Not
quietly. But, it's still good nonetheless. It's great to see. So, we're going to be moving on to Game 2 very shortly, which I think it was Team Slayer on Pit. So, Slayer on the Pit coming up next. Pit, my favourite map, easily by far. Hoggy, you've obviously got a lot of experience playing on the Pit yourself back in the Halo 3 days, obviously playing a bit of Reach yourself. So it'll be great to see these guys play that. Now, the slaying power for I Just Had a Bath is really, really well. Obviously, we saw Voltage dropping the POS 13 there, 32 and 19. I think he's still got it. Safe to
Definitely
say.
still got it.
And obviously, this is a Slayer coming up, so I think it might be tipping in favour of this throw-together team of I Just Had a Bath.
Definitely.
Them and their whole 5 minutes of experience coming to play here. But we're going to take a really short break, guys, and we're going to be right back. Okay, and we're back with Game 2 of Losers Bracket Round 1 of I Just Had a Bath versus Idolize. We just saw the game on Capture the Flag on Sank. We're now moving on to Team Slayer on the pit. I think it's going to be a very interesting game, Hoggy.
Yeah, we'll have to see where they go off the start, whether they're going to go for rockets or overshield. I would personally say just go for rockets every time, because you can easily burst down that person with the overshield due to the DMR. I just had a Bast doing a nice push here. I think it was 3-man in green and easily picking up these rockets. It looks like I think it's 3 down for Idolize, or actually doing a nice flank here. It probably went through Dark Hole there to get the flank on Voltage, and he's just watching his back here just to make sure that he doesn't get killed. There he is.
Very smart move to hold onto that rocket, though. He was going to fire, but then James Live does take him out. So Rock's in control, I believe, of James Live. I'm just checking it out. It might actually be another member of Idolize in control of these rockets. We're going to go check him out. I think that will be Lukey, I believe it is. Sorry, no, it is Flex Reigns. Apologies. So that's Flex Reigns we're on board with now. And he runs into Heners. Sloppy DMRs from both of them. Able to stay alive, gets that nade off, but it was in vain. 7-6 the score at the moment. Very, very early days. Very close game so far, though. And Hoggy, like, what kind of, is there a setup that they really want for Pit Slayer? What kind of things should they be going for?
Obviously, you just want to make sure you get the rockets and the snipers that are spawning. There's a sniper spawning in another 30 seconds, so you just want to pick that up off each of your side. When you sort of want to get them 4 down, and then you want to either get control. You want to get control of their Dark Hole into their green, one onto their tower if you can, and one on their training, and just basically keep them trapped in their courtyard and their flag and their mauler. They'll just cycle through those spawns if you can get that happening. But it's a bit of a chaos at the moment. It's not really much of anything right now. They're just running around killing each other from the looks of it.
Well, I suppose with this throw together team, I don't think they would have really talked strats to go in. I believe I did talk to, who was it? I think I spoke to Nuguns before, and I asked about strategy, and he said that it was kill stuff. That sniper did come up about 10 seconds ago, and we've seen any custom also come up, so it'd be interesting to see who's in control of that. Still on board with Flex Reigns, finds Nuguns. Nice assist there as he does take him out. 15 all at the moment. Nice nades, knows Voltage was down there, ends the killing spree of Voltage. Nice kill, 15 all at the moment, and interesting game so far. Couple of team members on the training. They see there's one in green. Going to try and hunt him down. Some nice nades. Nuguns does get the kill there, though, before James Lives finishes it off. Close game so far for both. We're going to be seeing rockets coming up in 10 seconds. I don't see anyone really in position for Idolize. There are a couple around for green. And I apologize, it's actually James Lives doing the old sit on the rockets, baking some rockets, but taking him out, gets the double though while he dies, so his team are going to be running through to get control of those rockets, and they are in control of it. We're going to cross over to Voltage from I Just Had a Bath. He's running through needles at the moment and going down Dark Hole. Decides to cut back to green, finds Flex Reigns, gets into one shot. Excellent shots there. A couple of his teammates spawning S1, and he's going to be pushing around for the flank with them.
Yeah, those rockets gave Idolize a nice lead here. Only 3 kill lead, 2 kill lead now. As Rocket almost, I think, killing his teammate and Voltage at the same time there. But those rockets have given them a nice little gap here. Not a too big a gap, but they got them 3 down earlier and then 2 down again. So the rockets have definitely helped them to catch up and take the lead comfortably at the moment. About to take out Nuguns under bridge here. And there we go, he goes down.
Voltage challenging back hill as you would. Voltage solid work, and then getting the other guy to one shot. He was able to get away. One under bridge at the moment. Sniper in control of Nuguns at the moment. Nuguns was going off with that sniper earlier. 30-28, still that 2-point gap. And I must say, Hoggy, this score, I didn't really expect it. I thought I Just Had a Bath were going to walk away with this.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than last game, I'd say. It wasn't a rollover last game, but it wasn't really close. This one's a lot closer with Idolize being 2 kills up, 31-29 now. As we'll see, Rockets coming up in another minute and a half. Overshield should be up in a second. Might have already been up. The snipers just came up, and there we go. He grabs the overshield, and he's going to probably head into their courtyard and go for a flank here and maybe try to get on the tower.
Nice to see that Voltage obviously hasn't forgot all of his timings and stuff. He's going to be getting that snipe very soon, coming up at 9 minutes 10. and he's checking out. That's Flex Reigns down low, getting shots on him. Bit of a sloppy DMR, ended up finishing him off, trying to get the spawners, and I don't think they're going to be going more low. Going to expect a courtyard spawn. That is Flex Reigns up on S2. Someone, I think it was Nuguns on his team, committing suicide. Not sure how he did that. As we've discussed, those team nades, you know, the opposition doesn't really expect it. Nade yourself, it'll throw him off guard. And getting shots on Repulse. He's down under bridge. Got into one shot, but not able to finish it off. His teammate Swag. Too much swag to live. He ends up getting taken out. Finds Beckhill. Nice shots on. He was weak, but ends up taking him out anyway. Another one, S2. He does get polished by him.
Even though Voltage managed to get the overshield there and get onto their side, they're still only up by 2 kills. I thought they would have been able to get more. Obviously, they tried to go, or Voltage move over to the Mauler side to see if they were spawning, and they didn't spawn. So I think they managed to get out from that courtyard spawn and push on the other team's side of the map, as Idolize seemed to be. Oh, as he picks up the snipe there from the other team, and he just needs to stay alive on this tower as they have rockets as well.
Brilliant spawn.
So on with Repulse, he's got the snipe. They're only 2 points behind. They were maintaining a 2-point lead this whole time. It looks like I just had a buff. It's going to come back and trying to get these wild shots on Voltage. And I must say, that was pretty wild shots, and I would have been, you know, really amazed and impressed if Voltage could turn around and finish him off. But not to be. Snipe running into Sword. He really needs to utilise these last 2 bullets that he's got. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. 8 minutes 30 left on the clock, and he is able to. Gets the snipe on Voltage, taking him out, checks out runway. The communication from this team, I probably think, needs to be picked up a little bit. Doesn't look like he knows where anyone really is. That Custom down in his court now. That snipe a fair way off from connecting to anything other than the wall. 45 to 44 at the moment. That's Overruled being taken out, and that is also Heners. Tried to get shots on him, have missed it. Still chilling up here in S2. Good positioning, but he's taken fire, and if he died there really wouldn't have been any reason for it. But he does, he did survive, but then taken out. 48-46, very close game at the moment. They need to slow this gameplay down, but they're going to be taken out. 49 to 47. They cannot give up another death. They need to slow things down. 49-48. They're still in this game. Got to watch out for that flank from their courtyard. Flex Reigns is down there on his own, but we do see, of course, his teammate Repulse coming to help him out, moving up to S2. Things have slowed down indeed, Hoggy, as I don't think either one wants to give up the kill, but it was James Live who just extended a little too far. 50 to 48 was the score.
Yeah, really close game there. It wasn't too much setting up and sort of things going on, but a couple of nice flanks during that game, and I think the power weapons and the overshield sort of won it for them in that one.
Definitely made a difference. And it was solid games across the board. 19 and 13 for Nugs. He was carrying that team with a pos 6. Voltage not going as good as he usually does, but still getting the pos 3. Overruled, unfortunately getting outclassed a little bit with a -7. And C for Kevin, which is our man Heners with a 0. And over on the other team with DC, Beckhill and Repulse both dropping the positive with -4 apiece to James Live and Flex Reigns. So we're going to be moving on to Game 3, which is going to be King of the Hill, Battle Canyon. If you're red team, you should win, Hoggy.
Well, it's not so much in King of the Hill that it really matters whether you spawn red side, because the hill does move from blue to red to the middle.
Yep.
It's just red side will be easier to control, so if you can get control of that red hill, then you can probably chunk up a good 100 seconds if you get over there quick enough.
So for the people who don't know Hoggy, because I'm sure there's not everyone plays competitive Halo and knows about the Battle Canyon bias, can you just explain what's the difference between spawning red and blue on Battle Canyon?
If you spawn on red, you have the ability to jump onto the arc that goes top mid, where the rockets don't spawn there anymore, but they used to spawn there in the normal default version. You basically can get up onto your sniper on red side and then jump up onto that top arc, and you basically have cover to just rain down on blue base and the blue sniper without really taking any damage at all.
Right, okay. Well, interesting, and that's actually really interesting because obviously Battle Canyon being mostly symmetrical map, but it's actually asymmetrical because of that arc. So red team should have the advantage, which I do believe will be idolized, but it'll be interesting to see if that will make a difference. I just had a Bark pretty much outplaying them for most of the last couple of games, and I do believe we're just switching discs over, Hoggy, to get the Battle Canyon map. So bear with us. We'll actually take a very, very short break and we'll be right back.